What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. And yesterday we had a ton of promos going on. We had a lot of promos in PrizePicks, and then we had a couple of promos on Chalkboard. The Chalkboard one actually ended up DMPing for some reason. It was one of the MLB plays that I sent out DMP'd, so it just DMP'd the whole slip. But hopefully you guys were able to download Chalkboard and take a lot of the promos there, because there were a ton of promos on Chalkboard. But yeah, I will just say we did a lot of these Taco Tuesdays, and then there was a Carl Anthony Towns promo too, for like a potential sweep that could have happened last night. Obviously the Timberwolves ended up winning, so they did not sweep them. But yeah, I sent this one out on my free play, on my Winnable. So if you do have access to my free Winnable, which again, I don't know why you wouldn't, because it's completely free, but you can sign up to my free Winnable, and I did send this out as the free play of the day. The YouTube play ended up actually not hitting for us, really sadly. You can see that the pitcher fantasy score went just about 7 points over, which was honestly pretty crazy. I would have thought he got more pitcher fantasy score, because I think he had like 9 strikeouts and he didn't allow 1 run at all. So yeah, Zach Wheeler, he went absolutely off. But again, you know, I liked the play, right? I talked about it yesterday. A lot of other books had him at 38. So maybe if he allowed a couple more runs, maybe got a couple less strikeouts, you know, having 9 strikeouts with 0 runs is absolutely insane, right? As a pitcher. So this guy, you know, did really well, so ended up going over his pitcher fantasy score, but at the end of the day, liked the play. And then I also sent these out to my VIP, cashed this one with PJ Washington. Had a bad game yesterday, and he ended up going less than here. And then I did also send this one out too. This was a Counter-Strike Taco, which was pretty cool to see that they're giving Counter-Strike some love really easily here. I took more on Mondesi and then actually less on one of the people he's playing, just because I knew Mondesi was going to hit this really easily. If you don't know, Mondesi is one of the best Counter-Strike players in the world, so really hyped that they gave him a Taco, but I actually took a less, so it was kind of not correlated in a way, but anyway, I knew this Taco was going to hit, and this was too high for Jim Fat here. So this League of Legends game is happening in the next like 30 minutes to an hour, so we will be watching out for that. But even if this does not hit, right, I do want to just talk about the value of promos. Even if this Taco play does not hit, let's just say this League of Legends play doesn't hit. Hopefully it does, obviously. But anyway, we would have cashed these two out. This was $150, and we spent $100 on all these promos, right? I put 25 on each of these because that's the max you can put. So we would win 150, and then we would spend 100. So that is an easy $50 just playing these promos every single Tuesday on PrizePicks, and that's considering this not hitting, right? I could have played this as a 2-man and it would have hit pretty easily here, but I did end up playing it as a 4-man to try to get a little bit of extra value. So again, hopefully it hits. I'll keep you guys updated in tomorrow's video if it does. But yeah, I do just want to say there is another promo going on. It seems like there's been so many promos going on, and you guys need to take advantage of these promos, because again, they're just throwing money at you to use these apps, right? So a couple, you know, for the past couple of days, we had Chalkboard promos. We actually should have a Wildcard Wednesday sleeper promo coming up, and then we have a Better promo. If you don't know what Better is, it's another app that just they give a lot of promos, and it's another app to bet on. Actually, they have the best deposit match in the industry currently. It's $250. So if you sign up using my link, if you want to, you can put $250 into the app, and they will give you a free $250. And you will also get this promo, which is a $10 free bet, no sweat bet, for MLB only. So it has to be MLB. But I will give you guys the play in today's video that I'm taking for this free $10 bet. And then I also have a PrizePicks play that I love a lot. So yeah. We will get into this, and like I said, I do use Better. I use Better, I use Sleeper, I use Chalkboard. All of these apps give a ton of promos, and if you deposit money into them, they will give you a deposit match. Better and Chalkboard, actually I think Better is $250, and then Sleeper and Chalkboard reduce theirs to $100, but still really good to take those. And I will just ask, if you deposit at least $10 into any of these, right? It could be Better, it could be Sleeper, it could be Chalkboard. If you do all three, I'll give you even 2 or 3 months of my VIP. But send me a screenshot of proof that you deposited money into these apps, at least $10, and I will give you guys a month of my VIP completely for free. I do a lot of correlation, a lot of eSports correlation, and then I also will send out a lot of more of the traditional sports, MLB, NBA, NHL, a lot of football. Football has a lot of correlation, so I'm really excited about that too. But my bread and butter is eSports, Correlation, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Dota, Valorant, stuff like that. I do have a Valorant play, I think, today. And yeah, so any of these apps, download them, deposit at least $10, send me a screenshot of proof, and I will get you guys a month of my VIP completely for free. Again, all of that information is going to be in the description. It's pretty much like laid out in order of what you need to do. And yeah, let's get into the first play of the day, and then I will also talk about a little bit more of how to get my VIP, and then we'll talk about the Prize Picks play of the day. So yeah, we got this play here. We do have a $10 entry on Better completely for free today, and I'm taking all of these plays. I'm not going to go through all of them just because I found them on OddsJam. For a play like this with MLB, because it's MLB specific, I really just went down OddsJam and just found really good plays. So all of these plays on other books are like minus 135 to minus 50, I would say, which is really, really good. And if you don't know, it's really good because if you play a 4-man, no matter what 4-man you put in, it's going to be a 10x multiplier. So if you hit a 4 out of 4, no matter what you put in, it's going to be a 10x multiplier. And for example, this Fry person on the Guardians, right? You could either take him over strikeouts or under strikeouts. His over strikeouts was favored to about minus 145 on other books, and I'm not sure what his under strikeouts was, but you definitely want to take his over strikeouts, because if you were to take his under strikeouts, you would get the same payment, right? The 10x multiplier, but it'd be a lot less likely to hit because his over strikeouts is favored on other books. So it's the same thing with all these here. Just going down the list, we got Burns to go over strikeouts, we got Harrison to go under hits allowed, and then we got Rodriguez to go under total bases. What I was going to do with this 4-man is I was actually going to correlate them, and you've seen me do this a couple of times, where I would take strikeouts for a hitter, and then over strikeouts for a hitter, and then over strikeouts for the pitcher that they're playing against. You could do the same thing with like hits allowed and the hitter that they're playing against, maybe go over hits and then over hits allowed for the pitcher. But I started doing that on Better, and they actually do not allow it. It was a notification, and it was like, this is a blocked entry. We can't allow this because it's too correlated. So some of the things that I do on PrizePicks are actually blocked on other apps, and it's pretty much saying, hey, it's too correlated, you can't do this. And I'll show you guys a little bit later in today's video with the PrizePicks play I have of some of that MLB correlation that I am able to play on PrizePicks. But I will say, even though Better it's blocking some of that correlation, it's still a really, really good app. You'll get a deposit match, and then you'll get a ton of promos. And a lot of times what Better does is they'll give you free plays, they'll give you payout boosts, and then one thing I like a lot that they give out is they give out a ton of free squares. Almost every day they've been giving out free squares for like Luka to go over just 0.5 points or something like that, which is really easy to hit. Obviously he's going to get 1 point, and you can just pair it up with your favorite play of the day or whatever like that, and you'll get just a really, really easy, steady growth of income with Better. So yeah, lock this in. If you guys do have Better, and like I said, I recommend getting Better. It's a free $10 entry to potentially win $100. And I talked about it a little bit in today's video a little bit earlier with the cat discount, but I do have a free plan on my Winnable. Winnable is how I get you guys more of my picks every single day. So I have this YouTube channel, and then I also have Winnable. And what Winnable is you can just sign up with your phone number or your email. And whenever you sign up with that, whenever my plays come out and I send out a play, which is normally like a couple seconds after I take it on PrizePicks or whatever app, I send it through Winnable, and it will come straight to your phone via your number, right? So it'll be a Winnable text message. You can click the link, and then you'll be right there to tail my play with a link to PrizePicks or whatever the play is on. So free plan, you'll get 1 additional free pick a day. I almost have like 1,000 people on my free plan now. I think that's a little bit overkill. I think maybe I have like 750 or 800. So a lot of you guys are on my free plan, tailing that every single day when I do give out that free pick of the day. And then my VIP has been absolutely killing it, you guys. Haven't hit a 10x in I think like a day and a half or something like that, but we do have a couple of 10x's right now, kind of going on stuff as Counter-Strike's happening. But yeah, we were on almost like a 14-day 10x streak the past 2 weeks, which was absolutely insane. And I know a lot of you guys were on my VIP during that. And yeah, I'll just say that we'll keep doing it. The strategy obviously works, and I just chug along, keep hammering my 10x's that I send out every single day. And if you don't know, I probably send out like 4 to 6 10x's, and then I also will send out a couple 2-mans throughout the day as well. But I love 10x's on PrizePicks. I love 4 out of 4 correlated entries. Here is the code for the day. It is win621. If you guys don't know, I have a code every single day, but it can just be used one time by one person. So congrats to whoever used this code for the day. I say this in every video, but turn on post notifications to these videos, because you'll be able to be here early, potentially get the code, and then also you'll be able to just tell my plays right away so they don't bump or anything like that. I did also just want to say, speaking of bumping, the Zach Wheeler line yesterday actually bumped to, I think, 41 or 40. So it bumped down and we got it in a good value, but obviously we didn't hit it. But, it is what it is, right? I don't know why that was there, but here we go. We got our 4-man correlated PrizePicks play of the day. This is 9.5x entry, so it's not exactly 10x. The reason being is because these are very heavily correlated. So because they are correlated, they are pretty much giving us just a 9.5x payout instead of a 10x, which is completely fine. It's still going to be very good to take. And we do have an MLB correlated play up here at the top, and then we have a Valorant correlated play down here at the bottom. So you could take these as 2-mans if you feel comfortable doing that, but I like to take them as 4-mans because normally the payout's a little better. And if you were to just take this MLB as a 2-man, it would be a 2.5x instead of a 3x, which isn't very good, right? You would want to try to get closer to a 3x. So the reason why these are correlated is because we have pretty much the pitcher on the Brewers to go under earned runs allowed, and then we have a player on the Cubs to go less than hits, runs, and RBIs. So obviously, if this player doesn't do very good, if he doesn't have any hits, runs, or RBIs, or if this pitcher's just having a really good day, doesn't throw any runs, then it's going to be a lot less likely for Morel, I think is how you say his name, Morel, to get any hits, runs, and RBIs, right? So again, if Brees Wilson is having a good day, doesn't throw many hits, doesn't throw many runs, then it's going to, obviously, like, if he doesn't throw any runs, then Morel is not going to get any hits, runs, or RBIs. So that is how that is correlated there. Baseball correlation works really, really well. And then we do have a Valorant play down here. This is happening at 3 p.m., so you guys probably still have a couple hours to take this as I'm recording the video, but just another reason to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on post notifications, because some of these plays do happen in the middle of the day and stuff like that, just because I like to find good value. And we got a player on Oxygen eSports, and then we got a player on M80, and these guys are playing each other at 3 p.m. today, and we're taking less and less on their projections. The reason being is because they are correlated based off of game length, okay? So if the game ends up being a shorter game and not many rounds happen in that game, then these guys are not going to get many kills or many opportunities for kills because there's not many rounds. Now, the game could be a longer game, maybe it goes into overtime, then that would be a lot of opportunities for kills because a lot of rounds would happen. So all you need to know is correlated based off of game length. So again, the game could go into a longer game. I can't tell the future, but we are thinking that the game is going to be a shorter game, and if the game does end up being a shorter game, then both of these guys would benefit from a shorter game and not many kills happening in that game, right? So that is the name of the game with correlation, is you want, instead of 4 different things needing to happen, we really just need 2 things that need to happen. We need Brees Wilson to have a good game, doesn't throw many runs, and we need this game to be a short game. And if this game is a short game, we'll have a very high likelihood that both of these guys go green and they go less. You could think about it if you were to take the mores, which I wouldn't take the mores, I would take the less. But if you were to take the mores and this game went into overtime, then the overs and the mores would be very favored, and that both of these guys would get mores. But again, if these lines are like this, definitely take the lesses for here. So this is my 4-man entry of the day. Again, sign up for all these apps, right? Better Sleeper, Chalkboard. Really, really great apps. And the main thing I do is I play the promos, right? If you play the promos, you can consistently make, I'm telling you, like anywhere from like $200 to $400 a month just playing the promos. That's how many promos these guys give out, and that's how like free money these promos are. As long as you're not doing any like crazy like 100 X's or anything like that, where you're just like throwing all your money on something. But like if you just do very consistent plays that are going to hit over time with these apps, I'm telling you, I've done it with all of these apps. Like I make a couple $100 a month easily on these apps. I'm probably going to make like a full length video on these apps and how easy the promos are to hit over time. So yeah, comment if you'd like to see that as well. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in tomorrow's one.